Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry that I did not get my slide in on time. We've been quite busy with the disasters, as you've likely seen throughout the different news agencies. We're a hot topic right now because of our disaster response program. But I do just want to touch on a few items. I apologize, but I am in the car and I'm not all by myself on the road today. So if you hear some background noise, I'm going to try to keep that minimal. But I just want to thank everyone for dropping in today and really showing a desire to get involved with your community, whether Duke is your permanent home or whether you're here in Durham just for the semester or the school year. We are thrilled to have you. It's a very special part of our state, and I think you'll agree. So I'm anxious to share today the mission of the Red Cross and their crucial volunteer needs in your area. Our mission at the Red Cross is to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the power of volunteers and the generosity of donors. We do this through our disaster response program, our international services program, our services to the armed forces, and our blood donation services. We also strive to train the public so that they're prepared for emergencies, whether that's through disaster preparedness or first aid and CPR and similar classes. Our reach is global. We're part of the International Red Cross movement, but in Eastern North Carolina, of course, we serve everywhere across the country, but in Eastern North Carolina, our region serves 53 counties, and Durham County and the surrounding counties are a part of that number. I mentioned earlier, you've likely seen our work spotlighted on the news recently. Right now, we have volunteers that are actually deployed across the country and across the world. I know that's not an ideal opportunity for a full-time student, but we have other opportunities as well. But our chapter alone has volunteers deployed throughout responding to victims who were affected by Hurricane Ida, our Western North Carolina flooding a couple of weeks ago, the wildfires in California, and even shelters that are open to support Afghanistan refugees. And to accomplish all of this work on a global level, a country level, a region level here in North Carolina, over 90% of our workforce is volunteers. We are a very big organization, but it is because we have a great number of volunteers who take on roles and help us accomplish this work every day. And at the Red Cross, our volunteers are not just there to fill a spot and to help out, where needed. Our volunteers are truly our peers. They're our leaders. They're our teammates. Our staff works side by side with volunteers in dozens of positions throughout all of our services. Today, specifically in Durham, we have positions to fill in our disaster services, our blood services, and our operations departments. We're looking for people who have an interest in serving our shelters when the need arises. We may not have a need for shelters today, but living in North Carolina, you understand how that can change quickly, especially during hurricane season. We are looking for volunteers to sign up and get trained, so when that time comes, they are available to work and support us. Additionally, we have a need for volunteers to work in our blood donation centers. This volunteer position is called our blood donor ambassador position. That volunteer is the first impression when a donor visits our donation center. They check that donor in, answer their questions, and at the end of their visits, share refreshments with them to make sure that they're safely able to leave the donation site. These are just a couple of the positions that we're looking for today. We also have positions within our operational department. Not only does it take people to handle our mission, but it takes equipment, it takes vehicles. We are definitely looking for people to assist in helping to manage our fleet, whether it's coming in once a week to wash the cars or take our vehicles for an appointment to get inspected or an oil change. That's something that we're really in need of as well. So that's just a little bit about the positions we have. We have a website, redcross.org/volunteer, where you can find every available position in the Durham area. Perhaps one of the positions I mentioned today doesn't sound like a good fit, but if you visit that website, redcross.org/volunteer, and enter your zip code, you'll get a full description of all of the positions, as well as the training that's involved, the qualifications that may be needed, etc. If you'd like to speak with me one-on-one, please do not hesitate to email me. My name is Leslie, and my email address is Leslie, Lesley, .Ireland, like the country, @redcross.org. And that's all I have for you today, unless you have questions for me.